Okay, so I'm here to tell you about the time that my mother found out that I smoke. So, my oldest brother, this is my real brother, nobody that's, a fake brother or, anything like that. Because once I tell you the story, I don't want you to be like, oh, y'all went to go this and that, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, um, this was probably like a year or two or maybe 3 years ago. It was long but not long ago. So me and my brother, we was hanging out that day and we decided to go stay at the Ramada or whatever, just to get out the city, spend time with each other because he had to go to my god brother's. I keep looking at the light go by. He had to go to my god brother's graduation the next day. So earlier that day, um, we was at the mall out of Arundel. So that's what we stayed at. We stayed at the Ramada out of Arundel. Jeez, my words just all fucked up. Out of Arundel. That's what we stayed at, the Ramada across the street from the mall. So picked out his suit, got it fitted or whatever, go to Starbucks, we get back to the place. Now, at the Ramada, there's a restaurant downstairs. I guess it's the first floor or basement, but we went all the way downstairs. And normally, when I go to a restaurant, I I read the menu, but I be scared to get something, especially if somebody else is paying for it. So I get the normal, either a hamburger, a bacon burger, or a quesadilla. Call it a day because I ain't about to be wasting nobody money, honey. So I get the quesadilla, and for dessert, we decided to get some cheesecake. I'm not no big fan. I'm not a big fan or nothing with cheesecake. Like, I don't do the whole Oreo cheesecake, the strawberry shortcake cheesecake. I don't do none of that. Give me a plain cheesecake because it's already mushy as it is. It's already as, I don't even want to call it cheesy because I don't fucking know. It's just enough the way it is. So we get the cheesecake, ate half downstairs, went upstairs. And I'm gonna tell you why I set it down. I set it down on the dresser for a certain reason. I always do this when I smoke. Don't judge. Always do this when I smoke. It's something sweet, I save it because after you then took your hits, you start getting the munchies and then you need to eat something. So yeah. So um me and my brother are years apart. And remember that we're years apart. And when I was younger, he was gone in the Air Force ever since I was, 10, 11, whatever you want, whatever. Younger. He was just gone. He was always in the Air Force. He was always away. I had to get used to going months without seeing him. And that was kind of a hard thing to get used to, not seeing your siblings for months. I'm so mad because it rained so hard today and now my head just bushed up like it's a hot ass mess now. So anyway, um what I was getting at. Oh, so we really didn't have no good relationship. It wasn't that, oh yeah, you know how some girls they got that brother, if you get messed with, I'ma go call my brother, bop bop bop. Like, I always had my oldest sister there because my brother was gone. Like I said, he was in the Air Force. So I met my brother over our first blunt together. And honey, you know who you are. You're my baby. You're my king. You're my everything. And I love you dearly. You're the best brother I ever had. The best. So anyway, we sitting on the balcony. We're not smoking out of a backwood or a regular Rello, whatever you want to call it. We're smoking out a white boy. So it's time to go down. Ain't no holding it. That bitch will psh, like dust. That shit will, you gotta smoke that shit. Because it will disappear like dust. And these bitches will be burnt. So we sitting there, we smoking, We talking whatever. I'm telling him my crazy ass stories with my exes. He telling me his crazy ass stories with his. You know, we bonding. You know, the vibe is right. I'm with my brother. You home. I got VIP. I always call it VIP when it's just me and my brother, because when he come home, everybody wants his attention. So when it's just me and him and he take me out and shit and we eat or whatever, it's VIP. That's what I call it. He know what it is. He know. So we sitting there, and it's warm, remind you. It's like summertime. And we sitting there, and we just talking or whatever. And next thing you know, this big ass wasp or whatever it was, mama, queen, whatever, pregnant, comes flying around us. Like, come flying. And I'm just like, oh no, it's time to go. So I'm sitting on the left. My brother's sitting on the right. So, you know, I ain't that, you know, fast to move or whatever. So he gets in the room. We got flip-flops on. All you hear is flat, flat, flat. We got flip-flops on. And the balcony is about this big. Like, you really got to stand up. If you kneel down, you just want to sit down shit, because it was small out there. It wasn't no sit down, stretch your legs out. It was small. Like, the balcony was small. So we running into the room or whatever. He was like, if you come in, you better get your ass in here, because once I close this door, you out there. So I'm coming in there. I'm getting in the room. And we just start busting out laughing, because we both knew if that wasp would have got us, we would have been mad and hurt, because them bitches probably sting. It's probably worse than the bee sting. I don't know. So we get back in the room. We laughing about that. We cracking up about that. I'm not sure if we smoked again, but that was our first time smoking on the balcony together. That was our first time, and he was just telling me his other times being, you know, faded, and I'm telling him my times being faded, my experiences, my embarrassing experiences, and I will do a video on the first time I got high. This is just the first time I got high with my brother and my mother finding out that I get high. So, So we gets back to the room. Oh, my mother just commented on my Facebook post. So we gets back to the room. We get back in the room. We laughing. Whatever, time go by. So I'm so faded, I go straight to the cheesecake. The cheesecake then tasted 20 times better than it did when it was first purchased downstairs before we hit the blunt. So cheesecake tasting bomb. We wishing it was more. I'm scraping. It came like on a piece of aluminum foil. I think all cheesecake come like that, or they don't. I don't know. But I'm scraping it off the aluminum foil. I'm just fucking it up. So I'm like, oh, this cheesecake is bomb. Like, I will come all the way out to the Ramada out of Arundel Mills to get cheesecake. Not even get a rum, just to get cheesecake. I already got my own place where I like to, you know, spend time at a room at. I already got my own place, and it's a good distance from where I'm at in the city. So let's fast forward. Oh no, we can't fast forward, because I feel like either the next morning or so we went to sleep. The next morning, he talked to my mother. And my mother, I feel like my mother asked him, so, because she always call and check on us, like, what you do, or what y'all do, what y'all doing, like, stuff like that. You know, mommy duties. So, she must have asked him. I was not around when this conversation was talked about. Of course, I found out myself because my mother said it. So, my mother must have asked what we was doing, you know, what we do last night, whatever. And my brother told her, oh, we was on a balcony smoking. So I didn't know until the next day. So, you know, I'm waking up, you know, I know I just smoked. I was doing my little bad thing or whatever. So we wake up the next day. I see my mother either the next day or like a day after. I'm not sure, even a day after. And I remember seeing her, and she was like, I think she said something to me about smoking. And I was like, yeah, you know, trying to be like cool with it. Yeah, I smoke. But at the same time, I was waiting for my mother to like backhand the shit out of me. Like, I was waiting for my mother to beat my ass that day. I was gonna be so mad at my brother, but she took it better than what the fuck I expected, because I was waiting for her to go pat, 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 pat all over my face. Like, I was just ready to get fucked up by my mother. My mother just finding out I smoke. Like, I know what my mom do, but my mother don't know what I do. Like, I live with my dad. Like, I do my own thing. I keep it to myself. Every time I do something, I just don't go running to my mother. Oh, my, I did this. So for her to find out, I was just like, my mother just found out I smoke. Like, fuck, what I'ma do? What I'ma do? Like, what the fuck am I going to do? My mother just found out that I smoke. Like, she about to straight rock my shit when she see me. And I seen her. Honey, I seen my mother. My whole chest was boom, 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 boom. Like, my whole chest was just in and out, like, over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I was just like, oh my God. And she just laughed. And after that, she was just cool. Like, she know now. She was just cool. So it wasn't no big deal. But she was laughing. I was like, Ma, I thought she was going to beat my ass. Like, I thought she was going to do something terrible. But she didn't. And that's how my mother found out that I'm a smoker. I'm not too much of a drinker. I do not drink above 8% alcohol for a reason. No, nothing has happened. No, I haven't been drunk and out of my mind and shit been going crazy. Like, no, I just drink 8% or less because I don't want to be fucked up. I just want to buzz, if anything. Like, I'm a smoker. Like, I'd rather smoke. Roll me up a blunt, call it a motherfucking day. But anyway, this was the story of when my mother found out I smoke, and mixed with how me and my brother relationship got connected over our first blunt. So, yep, that's it.